Anyways, okay. So guys, welcome to the channel. And you know what? This is something completely new for me. I tested this out like 6 to 8 months ago and I never got back to it. And so for now, what we're going to do is I kind of went through and decided that 11:30, which is super late, 11:30 Eastern time. Every Sunday, I'm going to do this for like a half hour, an hour, and just stream. And we'll talk GIJoes, talk Transformers, and we'll go through some stuff. And that's what we're basically going to do. So, I mean, this is the first time I basically did it for real. So I don't expect anybody to be watching, but we'll get to that, and somebody can watch it in replays on the channel at some point. Anyways, so you know what? One thing that I've never really explained on the channel is where the name comes from, and the name, the SwishPOP. Just quickly as an introduction, so some people get some context because, like, I talk about GIJoe and Transformers, but like I never say like, oh, like a lot of people have names like, oh, the GIJoe collector or the Transformer collector or whatever. Anyways, the SwishPOP. Years ago, I was actually sort of addicted to Twitter on my mobile app, and basically a buddy of mine coined the term the SwishPOP because on the Twitter app, when you refreshed it, it made this weird little like swish pop, and made this swish pop sound. And that's where the name comes from. When I had to come up with a channel, I was like, the SwishPOP. And so that's where it comes from. So hopefully that makes sense. And you know what? I just realized I don't have my phone. I don't have my phone with me, and so that is a really dumb mistake. I don't know where I left it. Anyways, so this tonight for this stream, this first stream, and once again weekly, every day, every week, at Sunday, 11:30 p.m. Eastern. This is going to start off easy, and basically what I'm going to do is, like many collectors out there, I have just a random bunch of stuff that I've never opened yet. It's like in the box. I always call myself the accidental mint down card collector. And the reason why I say that is because I do have a limited amount of space where I do display my stuff. So what happens is when I get new stuff in, sometimes I don't open it right away, or I just don't have the room to display it. So I have a bunch of stuff that, like, this back catalog of items that I haven't actually opened as of yet. So I figured, you know what, start the streaming out easy, kind of do some unboxings, nothing too crazy or whatever, but just some stuff that I got a lot of cardboard here with Transformers and GIJoes in it, and a ton more. I actually just pulled out some of it or whatever. I figured that would be a good start to do that. Anyways, so let me just check a few things here. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to go through here and start in with this. And you know what? I got my trusty tools here. Actually, anyone knows that cool GIJoe poster behind me? I recently got that in a lot about, I don't know, 6 months ago. And it is pretty sweet. It's from 1983. And it's made out of this weird like vinyl material. It's like, I don't know if vinyl is the right word, actually. It's like old school kite material. And anyways, it's got gung ho on it, the whole gang. It's pretty sweet. I've seen there's actually a Cobra one too, and I believe, I mean, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe they're actually mail-aways. You had to mail away to get it. I could be wrong on that. Not expert in that, but it's pretty cool, and it makes good background for the stream. Anyways, so we'll see about that. Anyways, that's up there. It might come and go, but it's up there for tonight. Anyways, so I have my tools. I've got a trusty, really fancy steak knife. Yeah. And I got a trusty pair of scissors. And so basically that's what I'm going to use as tools to open some of this stuff. And so random complete order. So basically what I have is I have a laundry list of Transformers Legacy United figures, Transformers Studio Series 86 figures, and a few GIJoe classified figures. The GIJoe classified figures, as of right now, you might have seen it in a video that I have up on the channel. I do have a pegboard in my collector room where, unfortunately, I'm not streaming right there right now. It's not it's not a good place to stream as of right this second. I might get that set up eventually. So the classified figures are nice because I can hang them up on the pegboard. Where I'm sure I can do that with the Transformer figures, but I have the classified figures up there already set up. So anyways, so I'll open a few of my ones that I want to see what the figures are actually like. But anyways, let's dive right into it. So right away, the first one I'm going to pick up is this Transformers Legacy United Generation 1 Optimus Prime. And you know what? Like, this guy's pretty sweet. Like, I was really impressed with this guy. Ow, ow, I just cut myself. Ow. I was really impressed with this guy when he originally came out, because that was when the Missing Link series was announced. And so basically, this was the perfect thing, because see, the thing with me is, sorry, I also refer to myself as a frugal collector. So sometimes I don't want to pay big bucks for things. So I'm just going to like take all the instruction booklets and throw them on the ground. They're going to bag later or whatever. But this is a lot of cardboard, man. Like, I mean, that's pretty sweet artwork on that. But I don't really know if I want to keep the cardboard. I guess I could flatten it out. Maybe I'll flatten it out. Anyway, so I'm just going to toss this to the side for now. But, oh man, this guy. So this is the first time out of the box. This is the first time I've actually seen him out of the box. It's kind of weird because, like, he's kind of small. Never really thought he would be that small. Anyways, let me just cut him out for a second. I got boom, boom, boom. Oh, man. The people on, like, TikTok would love those little clicks. Okay, so I definitely don't need to keep this cardboard. That's going in the garbage. But, like, oh, man, he's pretty... Oh, he's so small. Like, he's like on the screen, it's hard to tell. Like, you were like, oh, he's the size of Generation 1 Optimus Prime, but he's actually much, much smaller. But he's really cool. Oh my gosh, he's so awesome. So, I mean, he is, if you don't have him yet and you're a Transformer collector, I think it's pretty much a must get. And the tires are even rubber. That's pretty sweet. I mean, there's a package here full of his stuff too. So I'm not going to get into that detail right now. So, I mean, I'm assuming there's a gun in there, a couple of accessories, but we'll get back to that later. I will. But man, this guy as a collectible, as a long-term Generation 1 figure, I think this guy's pretty sweet. I think he's pretty sweet. Yeah, I'd highly recommend him. And I'm glad I was able to pick him up. Okay, so he's going over there. Boom. You know what? When I get some stuff open, at the end of the stream, maybe I'll take like a picture of all the stuff that I opened up or whatever, and post on Twitter or something. So guys, if you do follow the YouTube channel, I do obviously run Twitter and Instagram as well. Instagram, I've kind of fallen off with it a bit, but the Twitter, I do use it daily. I know a lot of people are kind of up in arms against Twitter lately or whatever, and I understand that for good reason. But it's kind of like a legacy thing for me where like I kind of liked Twitter back in the day, so I haven't given it up. So we'll see how that progresses. So next up, another. You notice that you're going to notice a trend here, obviously, with the Transformers figures. I actually really like Generation 1, and you know that's a given. So here we have Gears, and I got this guy last year at TFCon 2024, and so that was last July. This guy's been in my room in the collection in the room there since last July. So okay, once again, we got another little box of little things here, I've got the instructions. We'll throw the instructions down there. We'll get Mr. Gears out. So once again, like this one, like the box isn't that cool, but I'm just wondering, it might be really easy to flatten these out and just throw them in a box. So I'll see what I'll do with those later. For now, it's more like these guys are just sitting. The guys are just sitting on a shelf somewhere. So I wanted to make sure I got them open and get the display out. So let's see if he is free. Oh no! Just 1 second. I guess I should be doing this higher up. Okay, he's up. Box. So Gears. Now this guy, because they're making these mini bots in deluxe sizes now. It's kind of weird because if I take Optimus Prime, they're both basically the same size. Optimus should obviously bigger. But now that's why this guy's more of a collector's item, and you have Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime, which maybe I might have him too. So anyway, so that's Optimus. So Gears is pretty sweet. Now, of course, if you're familiar with Gears here, how do I do this? It's not focusing. Oh, there's Gears. This thing is quite the controversy because a lot of people were like, oh, Gears doesn't have his flap and it was stolen in store. But I'm like 99% sure the Gears flap is actually in this little pamphlet, this little thing of paper right here. I'll put it together later. I won't bore you guys with that. But this, I dropped them. This Gears is pretty sweet, and I'm glad I get to add them to my mini box collection because right now, if I look in the collector room, I already have Cosmos, and I have the Warpath. So I'm adding these to my collection, and I think I have, is it Pipes? I think Pipes is done as well, yeah. But the only one that I've missed so far is Beachcomber, and he's like one of those ones that like he came out in the weird time. I can't even remember if it was during the the big event or whatever. He came out and it was just like missed the pre-order. He's gone. Now I know, of course, he is back up for pre-order. You can get him. He's coming out again. Hasbro kind of does this thing where they're like, hey, we found a bunch in a warehouse somewhere, so let's ship him back out to the store somewhere again. So I mean, he's going to be easier to get this time again. I'll get him. Don't worry. I mean, I might even see him at TFCon again this year. So Gears is number 2. Now, I'm not trying to rip through these really quick or whatever, but I just wanted to make sure, I'm not boring you guys. Now, next one up is another edition from TFCon last year. And, of course, that is Bombshell. Now, this guy's kind of cool. I picked this up, guy, because I had Kickback already, and of course, the one that we're all missing is Shrapnel. Now, I gotta fix this camera for a second. We're all missing Shrapnel, and the thing about Shrapnel is he was kind of like the Beachcomber I mentioned earlier. He's kind of just like missing in action. Like people just missed him. I guess Hasbro didn't send him out well enough or whatever. Anyway, so he's starting to show up. I noticed him on Amazon.com probably like last month or a month and a half ago. I'm still waiting for him to show up a bit more locally. I'd like to pick him up. I'll get Shrapnel eventually, but right now I have Bombshell. And man, who doesn't love Insecticons? Now let's try to. I should have got a less sharp steak knife because I'm really. Wouldn't that be funny if I like totally sliced open my hand on stream? But I'm doing well so far. Okay, so let me get this guy open. Oh, he's taped on the top too. Okay. And of course, this one's Legacy Evolution. The last two are Legacy United, so they're a little newer. This guy's a little older. Instruction booklet. Boom. Okay, this guy is a beefy boy. So there he is right there, strapped on the card. Get these things cut. Boom. I'm telling you right now, the TikTokers and the Reels guys would love to get this like just like click, click, click. I mean, I've done ones like that in the past, and they did really, really well with the sounds. Uh-oh. Is he out? Oh, man, this guy's cool. Okay. So, oh, geez. So here we have Bombshell. This guy is pretty sweet. I like him. He's really nice. I like the coloring. Of course, this is obviously the legacy version. I actually also, many collectors, I picked up the Retro Classics 40th anniversary one as well. That's in a box somewhere too. At least that one. That one is back with the windows, the plastic windows. So that one is nice or whatever. I don't know if I'll ever open that one. That one's kind of weird because it's got that like two-tone packaging where it's like Autobot and Decepticon at the same time. But anyways, Bombshell is a nice addition. So now I have Bombshell, Kickback, and I got to work on Shrapnel. So, I mean, I think a lot of people out there are missing Shrapnel as part of their collection, but I'll get them eventually. I'll get them eventually for sure. So, boom, man, I got the shelf is going to have like so many new figures to put on it. It's going to be epic. Just let me check something here, guys, for 1 second. Okay. Okay. I am just clicking things here through. Okay. Whoa. I'm just trying to fix something here. I am the ultimate streamer. Yes, indeed. Okay. So now, okay, I can change it up here a little bit. GIJoe Classified. And this guy, the Night Creeper, was one of my must gets of the last year. I'm so excited. I'm going to open this guy next, I think. This guy is so cool. The thing is with the GIJoe Classified, they look so nice in the box. Like, it's like all displayed there, and he's just there. And I'm like, it's like, do I want to open him? Because he looks so nice in the box there. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna open them. I mean, the thing with GIJoe Classified is I feel like I need a course on how to properly pose them, because some people do some really epic posing, and I'm like, I don't have those skills. As of right now, I do not have those skills. The nice thing about the Classified, at least, you can pull out this tray, and basically the box stays intact. You got the tray, and I'm just going to pop those out. I'm going to pop them out. I'm not going to probably pop out all these accessories right now. Now, the thing is, this is on the microphone, so I'm just going to pop them out over here. So, okay. Boom. I popped them out to try to save you guys from the crazy sounds or whatever. Anyways, this guy's epic, man. Oh my god, I'm so glad I got this guy when he was available for pre-order. He's got a ton of accessories, and the thing that I loved about him too, that they did such a good job, is he came with the extra additional head, right? So he's kind of got that Night Creeper version 2 head. That's pretty cool. Anyways, so that's cool. I like him a lot. So this guy, the thing is, like I said, I got to work on some poses, because like this guy's a ninja, and he's going to have to do some really kick-ass posing or whatever. I mentioned earlier in the stream, I actually don't have a lot of my GIJoe Classifieds open at the moment. They're on the pegboard, and they just sit there because I don't have the space to display them properly. Right now, like my GIJoe or Real American Hero figures are, all the important ones are in a glass case, and they got some vehicles. I think I've posted some pictures about that in the past, but like they're up, the Transformers are up, but the GIJoe Classified, I don't actually have the space right now to have them all up and open. But this guy, the Night Creeper, he is absolutely amazing. He's so cool. Like some of the GIJoe Classified figures, and of course we're heading into GIJoe June. GIJoe June starts early next week, and we'll see some new stuff or whatever. But like this guy, they absolutely rocked it. We'll discuss some GIJoe Classified stuff in a few minutes or whatever, in case this falls out, this dulls out or whatever. Anyways, so the Night Creeper must get figure. So excited to have him. Okay, let's move on. Let's see what else we got here. So actually, let's stick with GIJoe Classified for a second. And what do I have here? Xandar. Now, Xandar is another sweet figure. So I've discussed in the kind of the podcast previously that often, we all work with budgets related to our toy fascinations. So the thing is, when usually the 4 in a wave come out, I don't actually usually order all of them. So Xandar was one that caught my eye, and I mean, he looked absolutely amazing, and a lot of people are absolutely loving the Dreadnoks as part of GIJoe Classified. So he was an easy get, GIJoe Classified Dreadnok, and he just looks so cool. Now, the thing here is, if you notice, I'm looking down. I don't really have a good classic setup right now, where I'm kind of looking at the stream of me going, and not looking at the camera. The camera's up here. I'm looking more down here. So that's something that comes with, I think, a rookie streamer. So once again, the box comes out, and like you see, like they've got like the Cobra symbol behind the thing. They've done a really nice job. I mean, of course, I think this is the third or fourth incarnation of the GIJoe classified box or whatever. This one is one of my favorites. I think that they've really nailed it with all the artwork. You know, this almost looks like the blue boxes that they used to have, and they've shrunk them down. I mean, they've got the legalese down here, and they've got all the stuff, and they brought back the plastic. I have so many GIJoes and Transformers from modern day that are in sealed boxes that have no plastic in them. I'm actually almost afraid to open them because I'm like, what if you open them and that's not what was inside the box? You got to repack. Like one of the biggest series that I collected recently was the, I mentioned earlier, the Transformers Retro 40th Anniversary Movie Collection, the G1 reissues. And I have all of them, but none of them have windows in it. And I am actually terrified to open those and find out that maybe some of them are repacks. Because like, they're not going to be easy to get. If there's repacks in there, I won't be able to get some of them back because I won't be able to spend the money on them that it would require. So, anyways, so that's a long story, and that might be a stream for another day. My terrifying unpacking of the Generation 1 40th anniversary reissues as we go through some therapy about that. Anyways, Xandar's pretty sweet. Now, once again, okay, I'm just going to bend over here for a second and try to save you from that. Rip Xandar free and see, oh man, Xandar's so sweet. So this is my first time obviously holding him in my hands. He's pretty awesome. Like, he just, look at those muscles. Oh my gosh, there's like the level of artwork and detail on this guy is insane. It's really amazing. So once again, like the muscles on him, like the muscles, the tattoos. Oh man, and to be fair, I was never really a big fan of the Real American Hero Xandar. Like, it's just they did such a good job on this classified figure. So I mean, they did a really, really, really nice job. Wow. So I'll get all like the gear out of the plastic. Well, what I'll do is I'm gonna get the gear out of the plastic on my own time, get them set up, and I'm gonna add them to my display shelf. I'll put them next to the Night Viper. So that is pretty sweet. There's Xandar, and it's fuzzy, it's fuzzy, it's fuzzy, it's fuzzy, it's fuzzy, it's fuzzy. Oh my gosh, I'm not a pro at this yet. So he's looking fuzzy, but he's not. There he goes. He's pretty sweet. He's pretty sweet. Okay. So what did we open so far? We opened some Legacy Transformers and some GIJoe classified figures. Now, the thing is, let me just bend down here for a second. I do want to open this guy right here, because so I think Studio Series 86 Now Shark Khan. This guy has always been a classic figure, and I think this guy's pretty badass. The funny thing about him, this is the second release of him. I actually completely missed the first release of him when he was released originally back when Studio Series 86 came out. And I don't know, luckily enough, they released him again. But this is still obviously look old school where it's got like no window here. So this one's pretty straightforward to open. I'm going to get the knife out. Hopefully don't cut my hands. It's much similar to the classified figures where it opens from the top. You pull out the tray. Oh, now I forgot about 86. That's pretty cool because, you know, let me just put that to the side. Of course, when you pull out 86, they give you these little things as well, little displays. That's pretty sweet. Like, I mean, that's pretty cool of Hasbro to do that. Okay, once again, box, cardboard. I might flatten this out to keep this for another day. I don't know. I'm going to toss it to the side for now. I bent down here. Sorry, guys. The instructions fell out. I got the instructions. I'm getting quite the pile of instructions. But when we get back here is Now, give me a second here. I have to cut this guy out. Clink. Oh, there's a lot of different little parts there. I've never really obviously had this guy in my hands. Let's see. Okay, 1 second here, guys. 1 second. Where is the other? Okay, there must be one. Oh, there it is. Around his legs. Okay. Okay, bear with me. Okay. Oh, I missed one. So many things. How do these things get put on? Okay. So he's a bit of a. I never realized this before because obviously this is the first time I've seen him. I guess he's kind of a little bit of a parts former. I didn't realize that before because his back is completely bare and his front there. And then if you look at the box, there's like another part here that I guess he wears as a backpack, which is a bit of a parts former, which is kind of interesting. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, a little disappointed in this figure. I know this is, but I mean, I'm sure he's gonna look great once he is put together. Okay, so I guess no, I don't know. Okay, you put me on the spot here, guys. You put me on the spot. I thought it just would connect in, but I don't know if there is something else missing. Where's the box? They threw the box away. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. So, I mean, it shows on the box that it's supposed to go together, but you know what? I am now. Oh, wait, now. Aha, I think I figured it out. It's, no, it's supposed to rail in like this, I think. But you know what? I'm not going to bore you with that right now. So, pretty cool figure. I'll get him put together later. I'll take some pictures of him because this is the first time out of the box. I love the color scheme. I've always been a fan of the Sharkticons. 86, this 86 Studio Series has been probably my favorite line of toys to collect in the last few years. They do such a great job with the figures. And if it's any figure that I do try to pick up, it's always the Studio Series 86 version of the figure. And I've even replaced some of them sometimes. The ones out now, I'm kind of thinking about getting that extra Perceptor with the Ramhorn and Ratbat. I'm a big Ratbat fan. But the thing is, I obviously have the original Perceptor. Now I know they've made some changes to that Perceptor. I'll see how it goes. Okay, so guys, I fiddled with it. I obviously got the head in there properly. So yeah, I figured it out because I am an expert Transformer collector. He's pretty sweet though. I'm actually working on the Generation 1 restoring one of these figures. I have everything except for one of these blue hands for my Generation 1 version that I got for $10 on Facebook Marketplace. So that guy is well along the ways, and I'm hoping that at TFCon this year I can find that extra hand. So this guy's pretty sweet. I'm happy with him now. I was worried when I took him out of the box originally, but since figuring out how to put his back on, I'm okay with it. And then so I'll get more. He's got a weapon and stuff of that in the side there. Now, originally I do have Studio Series 86 Bumblebee, but you know what? I'm going for a treat here now. Let me just pick up through the boxes here. Transformers Age of the Prime Scrapper. Now, so like you and many of us out there, I absolutely love combiners. I have every single Generation 1 combiner in my collection. I mean, the basic Generation 1s, nothing like crazy like the Japanese ones or whatever. But I am super excited for this Studio Series 86 Devastator. And this is the first part. I have two parts like most people. They came recently. Let's get Scrapper open. And so we got the box once again. So the box is kind of cool because, it's got obviously the plastic's back. So it's nice. The plastic is back. We got the back. We got some stuff on the side. I'd say the Age of the Primes. Oh, no, sorry. This is Studio Series. Sorry. I apologize. I made a mistake. Age of the Primes is the next guys. This is Studio Series. They do a nice job here with the box. It's clean. It's very crisp. I really like it. So same thing here where we have, I'm just going to take off. We have this like little bag of parts or whatever. And then of course we have to clip out Scrapper. And I got a question for you guys. I've always meant to make a reel about this. Who's the leader of the Constructicons? Is it Scrapper or is it Hook? Because I think Scrapper is obviously the leader or whatever, but I feel a Hook, he does some stuff too. So he's the smart one. So I don't know. Okay, wow. So this guy, like a lot of people complain, obviously this is a Voyager. This is a Voyager size. But I mean, and I think, like when I do have Bone Crusher there as well. When you open Bone Crusher, you're going to see that the size is similar, but there's just a weight. Just a second now. Hello. There's a weight to this guy, and like he's nice. Oh my gosh, like he is very, very, very nice. So I'm really impressed with him right now. Like a lot of people weren't happy with him, but I think he's super, super good. The interesting thing about this for me is that I actually have the Combiner Wars Titan Devastator in the box, never opened. And I'm going to actually sell it at TFCon this year, I think, because I just want to invest in this. The Titan class one is obviously super big, and a lot of people like that. But I just want, like, I have the Menacer now. I want to build Superion in the Age of the Primes. So Devastator is going to be the same size. So that's good enough for me. So obviously this guy is, I really like this guy. And I mean, I don't think the color's coming out on the stream there or whatever, but I really like this guy. He is really, really, really nice. They've done a really, really great job with this guy. Like I said, there's like a certain weight to him. It's Voyager weight. It's Voyager weight. Anyways, because they're all basically the same size. But this guy is, I would say, out of all the modern Transformers that I've picked up recently, he's one of my favorites now. Are the legs loose or the hip on yours? I'm very irritated. So they don't seem loose. Like actually it's pretty stiff there at the top there. So, I mean, he's literally just out of the package. So I would not consider them loose. Like I'm moving it here and, it's staying in place. So I don't know. Maybe we got a different batch here in Canada. I'm not sure. Anyways, that guy's awesome. While we have Scrapper out, let's reach deep dive into the bin and let's open Bone Crusher as well. Okay. So now obviously Bone Crusher, Studio Series 86 again. Where'd my trusty steak knife go? Got my trusty steak knife. Let's get this guy open. Okay. I'm really afraid that I'm going to put the steak knife through my hand at some point during the stream. Just give me a second. You know what? If I was smarter, I would have pre-cut all these things, and I just would have had to take them out of the box. Maybe that's something to learn. They didn't out movement, especially at the bin. Well, I think he's pretty good. All right. So once again, box, Studio Series 86, rocking it with the box. So we got a little. Okay, 1 second here, guys. So I'm gonna get Bone Crusher off the thing here. I gotta make some cuts. 1, 2. Oops, sorry, what do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's probably one on the body. Nope, we're good. And now there's a little block of mystery object right here, which I'll get to later. But let's see what we got for a Bone Crusher. Interesting. Let's see. Bone Crusher. Let's see. Get those feet out. He's. I'm gonna say something that might not be politically correct. Bone Crusher's a bit of a chunky monkey. He seems like a chunky monkey. I mean, he is pretty cool too. I don't actually know where's the box gone. I threw the box really far away. I actually don't know the proper way to get him set up or whatever. I mean, everyone knows how to set up Scrapper, but I mean, he's pretty cool too. Can we get some zoom here? Okay, there he is. So I think Scrapper is done better than Bone Crusher, but Bone Crusher is pretty sweet. I'm going to say he's pretty sweet. I am happy with him as well. So to me, like these two guys, they've done a really good start here with the Studio Series 86 Devastator. So I'm happy with this guy as well. So I'll get the weapons open and then the accessories put together later. Guys, you can't see it from your side, but I'm quickly running out of space here. So we've opened what, 2 GIJoe classified figures, 3 legacy figures, 3 Studio Series 86 figures so far. And now I'm just going to take a quick reach over here. Should have this planned out where might as well open this Age of the Primes. Who we got here? Slingshot. Now, I'm pretty sure these guys are going to pretty much feel like the Studio Series 86 Devastators here. Like most people out there, I'm all in for making this making this combiner. So I'm excited to get more of these guys. I do have some dude, what's the, oh my god, I can't remember the main guy's name. Oh my gosh. I was going to call him Superion, but the main guy, the main body guy, I can't remember his name. I'm freaking out here. I am a real Generation 1 collector, but you can't remember all the names all the time. Anyways, if someone in the chat wants me to remind me what his name is, Silver Streak? No, isn't that Silver Streak? I can't remember his name. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. Anyways, I have him pre-order. I'm all in on these guys as well. So last time when we made a combiner, which was for me was Menacer, Legacy Menacer, I sold my Combiner Wars Menacer. I was not happy with the Combiner Wars Menacer. I also don't like to keep multiple copies of the same character. So I sold Combiner Wars Menacer to make sure I was able to upgrade to Legacy Menacer. I think I'm going to do a similar thing here. The Combiner Wars Superion is a pretty sweet version of Superion, but I don't really need 2 versions. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to gather up my Combiner Wars Superion and, get them all nicely cleaned up, and I'm going to put them out for sale at some point. And you know what? You're not going to get much money for them at the moment because a lot of people are going to be all in on this Age of the Prime Superion. But, I mean, I think I might as well just get something for him to help me fund this project. So let's get Slingshot open once again, risking my life with this knife. So let's get this open. And you know what's funny? You can't see it, but there's like a pile of cardboard just piling up here on the floor here. And so it's just funny. That's all. Anyways, so instruction booklet, we throw it down here. Box. Once again, we got the plastic. So glad the plastic is back and here to stay for the rest of the time. Anyways, wow. Okay, so what is on the go here? So let me just cut open Slingshot because I don't know how to say it, but Slingshot's got like a big booty back here. I don't know what he's doing. And okay, sorry, let's see. Okay, give me a second. Okay, he's free. Cardboard's down. Okay. This is how he comes out of the box. He's got like this part down here. So I'm assuming I don't know. Oh my gosh. Dude, how do you get that up? Okay, how embarrassing. I should have maybe looked at the instructions beforehand. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so I split his legs apart. And the thing I like about these guys, the Aerobots, is they look just like their cartoon counterparts. And much like the 86, these guys too. 86 Devastator, these new guys look just like their cartoon counterparts. And I have to be honest, this guy is pretty cool. So, I mean, I don't have him transform probably 100% correctly right out of the box. It's more just to get him unboxed, get him set up or whatever. But I mean, he's pretty sweet. What's funny? I don't know. Like his head, I don't know if you can see it there. It's kind of in and out of the fuzz. His head, for some reason, when I look at it, because it's the one color, it actually reminds me of like a GoBot from the cartoon. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that before, but anyways, that is interesting. Anyways, so Slingshot's pretty sweet. He's added to the collection. Now, I actually seen something on Twitter the other day where some people complain about this white stripe here, and that some people are coloring it in to make it, I guess, black. So, I mean, I don't think I'd do that because I don't like to modify my Transformers from what they come as. So, but he's pretty sweet. And I think they've done a really good job on him. Now, of course, we might as well round out the. Oh man, those guys are adding up quick. We might as well round out our other aerial bot brother. Here we have Air Raid. And so we're going to get him open. So what I'm going to do here, boom. So like I mentioned at the top of the stream, we're going to do these streams every Sunday at 11:30 p.m. Eastern. And that is late for a lot of people. That is late for a lot of people. But right now I'm just trying to kind of find my way with that. And we're just trying a couple things out. And this was the easiest thing to do today, was kind of like an unboxing of a bunch of stuff. Like right away, I do enjoy the size. It's hard to tell, right? Because I'm holding this in my hand. I'm seeing it in front of my face. And like some people out there obviously have this already. You know, he's not necessarily new. But like I'm actually impressed with the actual size of these guys. They're actually really well done. So let me just cut this open. Two. Is it just two for this guy? 1 second, and then it's kind of got like, oh, I know there's another one here in the back. Yeah, there's another one here in the back. Boom. Oh, and there's always one by the hips that's hidden somewhere. Always. Okay. I gotta get all the accessories because I've like just been chucking the accessories down there. Okay, so right away. So we had to bring out his feet. This guy actually, I think I like Slipstream better. So I do like how big they are though. I'm really impressed with how big they are, and like they have just this like hefty, like chunky feel to them. So this guy is pretty sweet. I have to be honest. I'm liking Air Raid and Slipstream. They're pretty awesome. I'm excited. Like for me, like there's people out there will probably buy multiple of these, so they'll have like one robot form, one in Superion form. I'm not that type of person. I just kind of buy one, and I'll have them displayed individually. And when I do eventually get all the pieces of Superion, I'll put them together. But this guy's cool. So, oh man, that's so sweet. I'm so glad I was able to get these guys. So I don't know about you, but it's been harder to get Transformers and GIJoe figures at retail. So what I've been just doing is the day they're released, and this is a hot tip for anyone, I just pre-order them all, basically. Amazon, GameStop, Walmart, I'll just pre-order them all, and I'll just work it out later. Either cancel some or see if there's somebody had a sale on or whatever, and I'll get them that way. That's what I've been doing. So, you know, they'll just show up in the mail, and yeah. So we got one more here. I got another one. I'm going to leave that one for another day, but you know what? While we're here, let's get 86 Bumblebee open. Now, this one's kind of interesting because if you're not aware, I do live in Canada, but you know what? USA is good too, right? But so I do live close to the border. So this guy was a hot deal. So in Canada, this guy probably just set you back about, I don't know, I think they were like $42 or $43. Like this guy's like $45 on Amazon Canada or whatever. So Christmas time, basically Walmart USA had a sale. I got this guy for like, I think $14, and that's a pretty sweet. So let's get this cut open. Once again, I'm almost done. I've almost made it through without cutting myself whatsoever. So let's get Bumblebee open. And of course, with the 86 series, you get the backgrounds. That one's kind of weird. I guess it's the Unicron background, but you know, I guess Bumblebee almost gets like destroyed in the goo or whatever. Anyways, let's get this guy cut open. This guy is so small. He's so small. I just finished saying how I enjoyed the Air Raid in them because they were so chunky and so big. And this guy is like minute. Oh my God. They did a really good, crazy. Oh my God. I almost cut myself with the scissors. I almost cut myself with the scissors in oh my gosh. This guy, oh my gosh. Now, like I said earlier in the stream, I'm a huge 86 series, Studio Series 86 fan. So I've been making sure I get them. But like this guy, he's tiny. He's so tiny. Now, where's Gears? Like look how sorry, it's not working very well. Look how big he is compared to Gears. And like he's supposed to be a mini bot. He's a mini bot. This is a deluxe mini bot. Obviously, this guy, I mean, he's small. Like let's get Scrapper. Like I just opened Scrapper a few minutes ago. Like we say, I know Scrapper's supposed to be Voyager size, but this is how big Bumblebee is to Scrapper, basically. Like this guy is so small. Now, of course, one of the things here that I haven't opened as of yet, which I won't do on this stream, is I do have Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime, and I haven't opened them yet. Actually, hot tip. I mentioned earlier that I have Legacy Menasor. They're all still in the boxes. Oh my gosh. That's a stream for another day. How about we do that for a stream for another day? We open all the Menasor Legacy figures, and then we put Menasor together or something like that. That would be hilarious to put them together on stream. I mean, I picked him up because he looks super badass, but badassatron. But I haven't put him back together as of yet. Anyways, okay, so Studio Series 86 Bumblebee. He's so small. He's so small. Anyways, a good pickup if you need to complete your 86 Studio Series line. Anyways, so happy with him. So many figures. Okay, you know what? So that we are 47 minutes into our stream here. It's been going pretty good. Now, the last one that I'm not going to do right now because this is the Legacy United animated Bumblebee. I'm not going to do him right now because I left this Studio Series, the animated Optimus Prime in another room. I'll do those two together. So I'm going to toss him back in the pile for now. Now, let me play here for a second. If I do this, let's talk about a couple things quickly. I'm going to present. I'll see if this present image file. Let's talk GIJoe classified for a second. So we're moving away from the unboxings because I've done that for 40 minutes, and let's do this. So if I do this, let's talk about this for a second. So we are June 2nd. As of June 4th, I believe we are supposed to have our next GIJoe live stream. And basically the team of Hasbro released this first look at Budo the other day. And I mean, this guy comes with a lot of stuff. He comes with a lot of stuff. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they actually told us, but I think it's safe to assume that this guy is a deluxe figure because he comes with like 3 swords, 2 weapons, a whole ton of accessories. So this guy, I mean, the thing is with this Budo is that I was never a fan of him. I would not probably pick up this GIJoe classified figure. He's not very high on my list. The GIJoe classified team does an amazing job of translating a real American hero figures into the classified line. And this is the prime example of how well they translate with the alternate head. I love when they give alternate heads. Anyways, that is really cool. They've done a good job. But for me, it's just, I kind of think they probably have better figures out there that they could have done. Sometimes I wonder how much of a money thing is it? Like, do they go ahead and look for like, hey, we need a certain amount of deluxe figures for the upcoming waves. So they're like, well, he's going to be a deluxe figure. Let's put him up there. So I don't know. So the thing is, he is pretty cool. I think the level of detail is next level. It's just that, there's been other ones I've passed on personally that I haven't picked up recently. So he's not very high on my list. But that being said, this has me very excited for what can or could we will see at GIJoe June early next week or in a couple of days, really. So there's actually a video up on the channel about that. And I made a mistake. as a YouTuber, I made a mistake. I did my GIJoe June preview very early, very early. I think it was released at the beginning of May or maybe even the middle of April. And, you know, I had some merit to it, but there are some mistakes in that video. Well, not mistakes. Some things have come out. Like, we still haven't seen the Ostriker. The Ostriker is going to be at GIJoe June for sure, up for pre-order. Anyway, so like there's some things that like they did that extra little live stream in between my video and GIJoe June, and they did release a few things that I thought was going to be wait until GIJoe June because I didn't think they were going to have another stream in between. But you know what? I'm excited about GIJoe June because I think they're going to have some really awesome stuff. And the thing is, I dare say we'll get better looks at the classified HasLab Rattler. I think a lot of people like myself were surprised that the Rattler actually shipped out on time. I mean, it's not that I'm surprised to ship out on time, but the His Tank and the Dragonfly were all like, they're late. You know what I mean? They were delayed because they had issues or whatever. And I think a lot of people like myself just assumed the Rattler was going to be delayed as well. So that's kind of cool. A lot of people are getting surprised in June when the Rattler finally shows up. I actually didn't back the Rattler just because, I mean, I don't know where you guys are putting all these GIJoe classified size vehicles in your houses because I don't have the room for that thing. And it was really expensive. It was super cool though. I have to admit, it was super cool. But out of the figures, it was only the Baroness that, like, I would really like to have that Baroness flight pilot figure. That figure was cool. The other ones, they were kind of hit and miss. Like Wild Weasel, I didn't really care about. The extras, I didn't really care about. So the stretch goals were a little weak on that one, but Baroness was pretty awesome. Now, let's do something else here. Let's do, if I do this, remove, and then present and do an image file. This was something that I posted on Twitter the other day. I found it like on social media and I was like, what is this? I'm like, this is so weird. And it was quickly denounced as this is a custom render. And I have to say, the people who do these custom renders, I mean, do they work for Hasbro? Because if they don't work for Hasbro, they should work for Hasbro because this thing looks like it came straight from Hasbro. And the fact is it did not. I don't think they should actually, I mean, I guess it gives it the authenticity by putting the Hasbro logo on it at the end, the bottom, and it gives it some like, oh yeah, it could be real. But this thing is interesting. Crimson Twins as Crimson Guards. So like, I don't know. A lot of people, I posted this up and I was like, is this real? And people are like, would Hasbro be this cheap to like reuse heads, reuse body sculpts and put them out as like, you know, 2 new figures? And people are like, is this the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive? I thought the Cold Slither was that. And like, yes, this is a custom render that somebody out there made. And I was impressed enough that I posted, I was like, is this real? And it turns out, obviously, it is not real. This is somebody's custom. But, I mean, it has merit. I mean, when you get, I think a lot of people like doing head swaps with, like, troop builders. You know, you can put all these heads on the troop builder bodies and you get kind of these extra dimension to some of these characters. So, I mean, I think the Crimson Twins heads look good on these Crimson Guard soldier bodies. I think the gold kind of throws me for a loop a little bit, but anyways, we don't have to worry about it because this is a custom or whatever. I mean, whoever's doing these, I mean, you're doing a good job because it fooled me for a few minutes. Anyways, so I'm excited to see what GIJoe June has coming in the next week or whatever. Now, are they gonna kind of like give it all to us on the first day? Or like a few years ago, they kind of like drip fed GIJoe June like throughout the month. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Anyways, whatever comes up in GIJoe June, I will make sure I will put up a video on it on the YouTube channel. If you are a member, or sorry, if you are a regular on the YouTube channel, you will happen to notice that the last bunch of videos have been Transformer related. And of course, I kind of do that dual thing where I do Transformers and GIJoe on the channel. but it's been a heavy focus on Transformers lately because unfortunately Classified's been a little dry because I think they saved all of it up for GIJoe June, which we're going to get in the next couple of days. So I think GIJoe June is going to be pretty spectacular. I think they're going to have a lot of stuff. And I don't know about you. Does anyone out there think we may eventually finally see the Transformer cross GIJoe Mobat Optimus Prime? Do we think we're going to get that this year? It's been rumored for well over a year. There's a video on my channel where I first talked about it, and it's from, I think, December 2023. And I'm really hoping we do get some kind of insight into that figure soon. Anyways, so once again, if you're seeing this on the stream, if you've seen this on Twitter or social media, this is a really high quality custom that somebody's done. There's no Crimson Twin, Crimson Guard body figures coming as at the moment. I mean, maybe Hasbro's like, damn, this is a great idea. Let's get this done. But as of right now, this is not a reality. And I really think they're going to have a few surprises. Me personally, I've mentioned this in a couple of videos before. I'm actually not a big fan of the Hasbro 2-packs because I am a budget collector and I don't like being forced to buy two figures together. And because it's not like they give you a deal on the two figures. Like if one figure is $25, a 2-pack is $50. So I'm not a big fan of the 2-packs. Anyways, so let's just remove this. Boom. And one of the other things I wanted to talk about quickly, because this stream was supposed to be kind of ease into things and to see what I could do here. So I got to tweak a couple other things. I got to tweak a couple more things. Now, this thing, boom. Studio Series 86 Megatron is finally a reality. And this thing has been a long time in the works. If you are a fan of the channel, I do have a video up and where I talked about this when it was first revealed that obviously Studio Series 86 Megatron was not going to be a weapon as his alternate mode. I think most people have come to the reality that this is the truth and we cannot do that anymore. But it doesn't help the fact necessarily that Studio Series 86 Megatron is supposed to be, you know, the definitive version of Megatron from that movie. And he has a new alternate form because we just can't do that old one. It kind of sucks. But at the same time, I am really impressed with this Studio Series 86 Megatron. A lot of people, when there was a Takara revealed a kind of a shadow, like a black outline of it the other day, a lot of people were like, wait a second, this is just the Siege mold again. And they were getting really, really worried. I think if you actually stand back and look at this, I think this Studio Series 86 Megatron, the body form is spectacular. I think they've done a great job. The head sculpt is absolutely stunning. And the head sculpt really kind of sets it and really shows off what they can do. And I think the head sculpt really gives it that Generation 1 Decepticon Megatron look to it. Obviously, the chest plate looks really great too. Got the Decepticon symbol across the chest. And even the legs look good. And like, you got to think, this isn't meant to look like the toy. This is meant to look like the cartoon animation cell from the 86 movie. So I think they've actually really nailed the 86 movie look here. And I don't know, for me, I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's never going to be in tank form. It's always going to be in robot form. And the thing is, I think they've done such a great job. So I can't wait. Like I said earlier, my Studio Series 86 Prime is still in the box. It has been unboxed. I need to unbox that. But you know what? As soon as I get Prime unboxed, I'm getting Megatron whenever he is set to come out. I'm assuming they'll have some kind of stream to officially reveal him and to put him up for pre-order in the coming months. Obviously, June is more focused on GIJoe instead of Transformers. So, I mean, maybe we'll see a stream sometime in July or August for Megatron, and we could see a pre-order and he could be released. I would say, if I had to guess, I will say we won't get Megatron in our hands until early 2026. I think that's when you'll expect to see him at retail. I mean, he could slip out in late December 2025, but I expect to see him in 2026 at some point. Especially because we got this, the trade stuff on the go right now, and there's issues. They might delay some shipments. So we might actually not even see him until later in 2026. But all we know right now is he's coming, and I think they've done such a good job with their robot mode. So I didn't grab more pictures. If you open Twitter, you open Facebook, you open any social media, and it is absolutely filled with pictures of Studio Series 86 Megatron. There's a ton out there. You can see his alternate form, the tank. But like I mentioned earlier, I think 99% of people are just going to keep him in his robot form because that's what was focused on. You could clearly see. Anyways, so that is that. I don't really have any other pictures to show you guys. Remove the studio. I'm back. Woo, full screen. So you know what? We unboxed a ton of stuff here. Like, oh my gosh, we went through. This guy's pretty sweet. I like this guy, this guy, this guy. Oh my gosh. So there's like all the legacy figures and the Studio Series 86 guys. And sorry, I'm making noise next to the microphone. Unboxed these two classified figures, Xandar and the Night Creeper. These guys are epic. Then we went through and got the Age of the Prime guy, Superion, Aerobots unboxed. We got 86 Bumblebee unboxed, doing some fuzzy there. We got Mr. Bone Crusher himself unboxed. And the winner of today's unboxing on the stream, we got Scrapper. This is by far the best figure that I've unboxed in the last little while. I really enjoy him. He's got such a nice weight to him. I'm super excited about the Devastator, and I'll be completing him. I have the 2-pack already on pre-order. He's coming, so I mean, I'm excited. And there's just new pictures of course, Mixmaster and Scavenger released as well in the last couple of days. They have totally rocked this, and like I said earlier in the stream, I actually have the Titan Combiner Wars Devastator in a box, and I'm selling him to pay for my 86 series Devastator. So that'll go to TFCon. The next thing I'm working on, of course, for me, of course, we're a channel that deals GIJoe and Transformers, and right now, of course, GIJoe June starts in a couple of days. For me, after GIJoe June, I head into July, and July is pretty much Transformers month for me because one of the coolest things I get to do is I head to TFCon in Toronto, which is the biggest Transformer convention in Canada, and I take a whole whack of stuff and I bring it and I sell and I trade and I come back with a whole bunch of new stuff. So that Combiner Wars Devastator that I mentioned earlier, he's going to TFCon with me, and hopefully I can swing a sweet deal. I can pass it off to somebody else. They'll add to their collection. I'll either trade for it or I'll sell it. For me, for Titans, the only one that I want, I mentioned this in the video the other day, is I really want that Siege Omega Supreme. He is pretty sweet. I'm a big Omega Supreme fan. And of course, I only have the Generation 1 one, but I would love to have that Omega Supreme. Anyways, so like, okay, let me just take the camera for a second. Let me just see everything. Look at all that. Look at all that paper down there. Look at all that paper. And these are the guys. There's Scavenger. And this is not what you're supposed to do with streams. You're not supposed to move the camera. Anyways, so I think basically for the first stream, I think this was fairly successful. I actually had a person comment. That's great. You know what? If you liked anything that you've seen here as I unbox it, make sure you leave down in the comments below when the stream goes live on the channel. And you know what? So I think I'm going to end it here. It was an hour stream. This is the first time, doing this. But basically what we're going to do is every Sunday at 11:30 p.m. late night stream. And if you miss it, don't worry about the liveness of it because you're not missing much. You can watch it later on the channel because it'll be up as well. So anyways, with that being said, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.